Hello, well, thank you very much for the invitation. It's lovely to be here and very interesting conversations and discussions going on. We've put together a few slides not to inflict death by PowerPoint on the audience, just to give a little bit of a picture of the complexity of situations. I have to agree that, the Green Deal is an amazing new step forward. And when people collectively try to bring about change, change requires a lot of moving parts to come together and to create a new state of affairs through a puzzle with, different pieces needing to be completed. So Cyprus, being an island nation, has quite a few challenges that have basically arisen because of the sheer need and urgency to change and to move to a greener reality. And some of these challenges are being targeted through very specific measures. So we've got our very specific situation of energy isolation, which of course is perhaps the first and most important challenge that we need to overcome. We've got the opening up of the electricity market, something that Greece has tackled very successfully, and we hope to achieve that very shortly in 2022 with the steps that are being taken. And of course, empowering consumers. We see that consumers are ready for a change. We issued 150 million in funding programs, 127 in just 3 months from February to about May, and we saw how amazing the response was and how quickly people embraced the funding programs to upgrade their homes. People are asking about upgrading their businesses, upgrading municipalities, etc. So the renovation wave is giving us a huge opportunity to really renovate and bring about change, not just in terms of energy, but also in terms of reviving old cities, bringing people back to the center, and doing things that have an impact on society as well as on the energy and environmental framework and footprint as well. So with all the different RES projects and things going on, we also have the legislative and regulatory framework, and that's something that's actually quite a challenge in a lot of countries, and unfortunately, you can be very practical and be making a lot of steps forward, but the legislative framework needs to follow that in order to bring everything into place in a way that is complete. So we have a number of bills that are being discussed in Parliament at the moment, most importantly to do with the opening up of the electricity market. And we really hope that by the end of the year we will be able to make progress on those so that we can, as I said, have a complete framework in place. So we've got quite a lot of money from the EU, which is fantastic. We have 550 million just under our ministry, more than 1 billion, of course, overall. And 61% of that is exclusively green. So 334 million on specifically green projects. And then, of course, we've got another 200 or thereabouts for the economy. So how do businesses and the commerce and industry side, how do they complement the picture and change to a circular model and change to a way of working which complements everything else that's being done. So we're really excited about all this, also really working really hard to bring all of this about. We had President von der Leyen yesterday in Cyprus. That was a really amazing visit for lifting the spirits of people after the fires that we had in Cyprus, and she was kind enough to go up to the mountains with us and see the effects, but also to speak about our RRF plans. And she specifically mentioned the Eurasia Interconnector, so connecting Cyprus to Crete and to Israel as a project that she is very happy to have seen included in our RRF. So we really hope that come the next CEF call, the next Connecting Europe Facility call, we are going to have a successful outcome on that, and we can start constructing that project, which will really open up a lot of opportunity, bringing prices down, enabling us to get more investment in terms of renewable energy projects, and make a lot of progress a lot faster than we would otherwise by going ahead without it. Of course, the project that we're moving in parallel to that is energy storage. We've put 40 million in the Just Transition Fund for initial projects, but we are examining increasing that to 70 million to ensure that energy storage is ready around the time when the electricity market opens up, because that is the ideal time when large energy projects can come in and complement the new entrants. So really just a word on e-mobility before I finish, which is something, of course, that's also very important. The Ministry of Transport has undertaken a strategy and plan that it's implementing to complement the rest of the things that we're doing. And of course, our natural gas resources, which I saw were discussed in detail in earlier panels, that comes into the whole picture with the project that we're doing to bring natural gas to Cyprus. Of course, we have more gas than we need in Cyprus for our domestic use. So that's why we have made agreements with Egypt, with other countries in the region, with Israel. We have a very close collaboration. And of course, we have our regional projects that we're working on to see how we can utilize these resources effectively. But I think previous speakers are very correct in saying that this needs to be done in an environmentally safe way. It needs to be done as part of the Green Deal and the plans to move to a cleaner and greener future. So in Cyprus, unfortunately, we still don't have natural gas. We expect to have first natural gas towards the beginning of 2023. And that, of course, will help very much as well in the reduction of emissions. And just to clarify, that's with imports of natural gas, not natural gas from our own gas fields. But those are being developed in parallel. We have a new round of drilling at the end of the year. And we look forward to the results, because the results are really important in determining the quantities and therefore how easy or less easy it is to proceed with the plans. So that's it as an opening statement, and thank you very much.